Okay, so this weekend, UFC 301, Pantoja versus Erceg. This is going to be an interesting matchup, I hope at least. Steve Erceg has some crisp striking, I'm not going to lie. I've been watching a couple of his last fights, and his striking's pretty good. But Pantoja, on the other hand, never been knocked out in his career. So this one's going to be a little difficult. Pantoja's going to be at home, coming off of multiple wins, multiple title defenses, and Steve Erceg's just going to have a couple fights in the UFC. Even though he's finished one of them, I think he just finished one of them. Yeah, he's going to be coming in feeling hot, but Pantoja's doing a little bit better than him right now. You know what I mean? He has a lot of defenses under his belt, stuff that Erceg just doesn't even have yet. I think if Erceg's going to win this, he's going to have to catch him early, or I don't know how Erceg's cardio is. He's never been in a 5-rounder in the UFC. Pantoja's been in multiple. But last fight, Pantoja just looked so tired. Like his hands were just down and he was just walking around the cage for part of it. Where Val just wasn't able to capitalize on it because he was just as tired. Well, a little less tired, but yeah, Pantoja did not look like his cardio was in any shape for a 5-round fight. And hopefully this time he is. But I wouldn't really bet on that. Maybe if Erceg is able to stuff a couple takedowns, stay on the outside, pick at Pantoja, and make Pantoja work. If he can tire him out, I could see him getting a round 3 TKO maybe, or just maybe something a little later in the fight if he can't get him out of there early, just because Pantoja is going to gas trying to get takedowns if that's his plan, which I think it will be. One thing I forgot to mention is that this is in Brazil. Pantoja is going to have a little bit of pressure. The Brazilian fans don't get too happy when their fighter loses, especially if he were to get knocked out or dominated. I don't think he's going to get dominated, but there's a chance he gets knocked out. He might feel a little bit of pressure. Will he thrive under it, or will he shit the bed and fail? I think he's going to do all right, but that's just another thing to take into account with this fight. I think Erceg's the one to pull this upset. He's not really known at all. Pantoja isn't good, and he's really wiped the division. I mean, Erceg's like the only one he could have fought. We don't want to talk about Mikhaev or anything else that's going on. It's just Erceg now. Erceg might be the one to ruin the party for Pantoja, right? If he stays on the outside, works him a little bit, tires him out, I could see him getting a TKO. I don't think he will flatline him or anything, but once Pantoja gets exhausted, I think Erceg's going to be able to put it on him and, just a couple body shots and something, just put him down. I think it's very possible that Erceg puts him down, and that's what I think is going to happen. I know he's the underdog and all that. Oh, he's nobody, no fights in UFC, but I just think his boxing's pretty crisp, so I could see this happening. My final prediction is Erceg via round 3 TKO, late round 3.